Good evening and welcome to the regularly scheduled monthly meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals. BZA members are volunteers and receive no compensation. The board members are appointed by City Commission for staggered 3-year terms. Under state statutes, the BZA hears 3 types of appeals. We hear dimensional or non-use variances, use variances, and then appeals of interpretations of rulings of building officials or other boards regarding any provision of the ordinance, the zoning ordinance. Today we have 2 appeals. They are both dimensional. In a dimensional appeal, the appellant must show a practical difficulty complying with the dimensional requirements of the ordinance. It requires 4 affirmative votes, and as I mentioned, both appeals tonight are dimensional. We have a full board, so you need 4 affirmative out of 7. Our procedure are the comments are to be addressed to myself, the chair. Please wait to be recognized. City staff will first make a presentation regarding the appeal and take questions from the board. The appellant is then invited to present their case. Only one person may speak on behalf of any appeal. I can make exceptions if there are situations where we need technical support from an engineer or an architect. Members of the public are then invited to come forward, identify themselves, and provide their comments to the board. That can also happen by Zoom. The hearing is then closed, and motions from the board are entertained or acted upon. In all cases, this is not a popularity contest. Granting or denying a variance is based substantially on the appellant meeting their burden of proof. Can we please call the roll of the board members?
Eric Overman.
Here.
Jason Campuser.
Here.
Kevin Hart.
Here.
Earl Connor.
Here.
Lily. John Miller.
Here.
Ron Reddick. Victoria Polachukio.
Here.
Susan Check.
Oh. Did you mistake? I heard Lily, but did you?
Oh, I didn't hear.
You're here.
Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll call the roll of the 2 appeals we have tonight. So we have one for 719 Westwood. Thank you. And also one for East 14 Mile. Thank you. Any additional correspondence for the board? I do have one in front of me regarding Westwood.
That's the only one.
And have they received a copy of this?
Yep.
Very good. Board members, we have in front of you the previous notes from our last meeting. Do we have any amendments or comments about those meeting notes, or do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Our minutes are approved. Our first appeal tonight is Appeal 2619 for 719 Westwood. And Andrew is presenting.
Thank you. Andrew Erickson here to present appeal number 2619. The owner of the property known as 719 Westwood requests the following variances to construct an addition to the north side of the existing non-conforming home. Variance A, Chapter 126, Article 2, Section 2.06.2 of the zoning ordinance requires that a minimum total combined side yard setback be 14 feet or 25% of the total lot width, whichever is larger for both side yards. The required is 22.50 feet. The proposed is 19.40 feet. Therefore, a variance of 3.10 feet is being requested. Variance B, Chapter 126, Article 4, Section 4.74C of the zoning ordinance requires that the minimum distance between principal residential buildings on adjacent lots of 14 feet or 25% of the total lot width, whichever is larger. The required is 22.5 feet. On the north side, the proposed is 18. Therefore, a variance of 4.50 feet is being requested. The applicant is seeking 2 variances to construct an addition to the north side of the existing non-conforming home that was constructed in 1941. So the first variance is for the total side yards. We have the 12.2 is here, and then 7.2 on the north side. That gives us the 19.40 feet. And then the second variance is for the distance in between the 18 is here, and the required is 22.50 feet.
Can you circle the area that is the addition to the existing structure?
Right here, they're going to deconstruct the garage and rebuild it in the exact same location.
So are either of these variances caused by this addition, or are they existing
They're
nonconformities?
existing non-conforming.
And the work they're doing on this property is not exacerbating those nonconformities?
No.
Very good. Any questions for the city? Please, Mr. Carn.
So from what I can tell, the only thing they're doing is just putting a basement under the garage and they're rebuilding the garage over it?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions for Andrew? Seeing none, who's speaking on behalf of this case? Please. Please tell us your name, your address, and why you believe this is a variance you should have.
Sure. My name is Zach Ostroff, worked on the plans. My address is 1515 Midwood, White Lake, Michigan 48386. And essentially, we've got a pre-existing non-conforming structure in terms of the setbacks and the variance that we're requesting. Essentially, the proposal is the garage and the house is going to look exactly like it does now, except for the fact that we're going to meet the new ordinance of two separate doors since we're front-facing, instead of currently they have one garage door. Other than that, we're not making the nonconformity any worse, and we meet all the setbacks for the structure itself.
Very good. Any questions for the appellant? Seeing none, thank you. In the audience or on Zoom, and if you're on Zoom, you can use the raised hand feature to identify that you'd like to speak regarding this appeal. Have any comments about this appeal? Anything, Joe?
I don't see nobody on Zoom.
All right, seeing no public comment, we will close public comment. Board members? Mr. Campbell,
Sure, I'll make a motion to approve. In regard to Appeal 2619, the property at 719 Westwood, I would move to approve variance requests A and B. This is a pre-existing non-conforming property. As we heard from the applicant, they're tearing down the garage, putting it in the exact same place. No exacerbation to the pre-existing non-conformity, and so because of that, I think there are some special conditions applicable to the property in question, namely the fact that this is pre-existing non-conforming and it's not changing. Literal enforcement of the chapter of the ordinance will result in an unnecessary hardship if we don't grant this variance. And I don't believe granting the variance would be contrary to the spirit and purpose of the zoning ordinance, nor would it be contrary to the public health, safety, and welfare. And I do believe it will result in substantial justice to property owners and neighboring properties. I would note we do have one objection. They're not here to speak, but because this isn't going any closer to the property and it isn't exacerbating any pre-existing conditions, I don't find any merit to the objection. So I will tie it to the plans and move to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a second.
I had a comment also.
Please.
I just wanted to add that as you go along the street, this house does not seem to be at all misaligned with all the other homes. So I think that the fact that there's a question of separation here between this house and the others, it doesn't seem to have any negative effect on any of the neighbors, the way it sits. And with the garage basically just being replaced, it's a pretty reasonable request. And so I'm seconding the motion.
Very good. Any other comments? I'll just comment that I will support the motion and that specifically regarding the objection, if we did not approve this motion and the garage remained and the appellant just remodeled it, the two variances would not be impacted. In other words, the structure's distance between and side yard would not change. So the approval of this variance does not change the footprint of this home, and thus the objection doesn't really appear to understand what was being requested and that they are not adding to the width of this home. We have a motion to approve. Can we please call the roll?
Jason Canvassar?
Yes?
Sean Miller,
Yes.
Eric Alvarado,
Yes.
Victoria Beltrán,
Who was that?
I think that was
Victoria
Victoria.
Beltrán,
Yes.
Evan Hart,
Yes.
Carl Connell,
Yes.
Richard Bullock.
Yes.
Congratulations, you have your variance. Our next case is case number 2620 for 1451 East 14 Mile Road.
Andrew Erickson here to present appeal number 26-20. The owner of the property known as 1451 East 14 Mile requests the following variance to construct a second-story addition to an existing non-conforming home. Variance A, Chapter 126, Article 2, Section 2.10.2 of the zoning ordinance requires that no side yard shall be less than 5 feet. The existing is 4.36 feet, and the proposed is 4.36 feet. Therefore, a variance of 0.64 feet is being requested. The applicant is looking to construct a second-story addition to an existing non-conforming home. So if you look here, this is the existing setback of 4.36 feet. They're doing a second-story addition on the existing home.
Very good. Any questions for Andrew? Mr. Kona?
So they're also expanding in the back, right? So they're following the line of build of the existing house?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're not going back.
We are going back, but we're not following the line of the existing house.
You're
We're stepping in.
Yeah, steps in.
Ordinance.
Right.
Oh, okay. Even better.
Even better. Any other questions for Andrew? Seeing none, who's speaking on behalf of this appeal?
Good evening, Harold Rumlinger, Design Team Plus. I'm the architect of record on the project, 975 East Maple, Birmingham. As mentioned, this is an existing non-conforming house. The east property line is less than 5 feet. We do have over the required 14 feet between principal structures. To the east, 15-foot 1.5, and to the west, 17-foot 1.25. So we do meet the overall setbacks between buildings. We are only building on top of the existing house within the footprint of the existing house. The east elevations being expanded by approximately 270 square feet of surface, which is just over 50% of what's already there currently. The addition, which is going to the north, we have stepped back 6 3/4 of an inch. Since the house is not completely parallel to the side yard setback, as we go towards the north, we are further away from the property line. So that has been stepped back so that we meet the requirement of 5-foot setback for the new addition. All lot usage, open space does meet the requirements of the zoning ordinance, and we're holding the same front facade and setbacks that we have originally on the project in the house.
Very good. So with the ability to step back on the addition.
Yes.
Could you just explain to us the reason why you couldn't do the same on this second floor addition?
Stepping back 6 3/4 inches basically becomes a structural issue. Also, that it puts a notch within the wall and a little 6 3/4 ledge. Great potential for water leakage and filtration into the building. Also, unsightly, design lines on the house. So we opted to keep it within the confines of the house and go straight up.
Thank you. Any other questions for the appellant? Seeing none, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
In the audience or on Zoom, anybody that is not affiliated with this appeal have any comments about this appeal? Seeing none, we'll close public comments. Board members. Thank you, Mr. Hart.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve case number 2620 at 1451 East 14 Mile Road. I think the appellant has done an exceptional job with an existing non-conforming structure. It has no ill effect on any neighboring properties. It is as was mentioned, it's an existing non-conforming, so anything that happens on this house would be requiring this type of attention. the practical difficulties of trying to notch that back. The appellant mentioned that it would create sort of an ungainly structure, and I think this is a sensible approach to a good design. Not granting the variance would, again, would create hardships that are not necessary. And all the work that we see here in these drawings show that there's no contrary effort. The spirit and the purpose of the zoning ordinance is kept. And I think it results in substantial justice to the owner and to neighboring properties who will see a very desirable structure in their neighborhood. And I'd like to tie it to the drawings as presented and to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We hit a bunch of them, maybe Victoria.
Yeah, she can have hers for a second.
For a second. Do we have any comments about this particular motion and appeal?
Yeah, just one comment, and I'll support the motion, but I just wanted to add that it's not contrary to any public health, safety, or welfare issues. And in terms of the spirit of the zoning ordinance, I think that's been enhanced in the way that the addition to the north has actually stepped back and stayed within the zoning envelope.
Very good. Seeing no more board member comments, can we please call the roll? The motion is to approve.
Evan Hart,
Yes.
Victoria Policicchio,
Yes.
Jason Canvaser,
Yes.
Carl Kona,
Yes.
Richard Lilly,
Yes.
John Miller,
Yes.
Eric Morganroth.
Yes. Congratulations, you have your variance.
Thank you.
Zoki, do we have any other business to speak of?
No, we don't.
Anybody in the audience? I see one young gentleman back there. Have any comments about topics unrelated to our motions today or our appeals today? Seeing none, can we get a motion to adjourn?
Moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.